Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ThePackHub's last packaging webinar of the year, the Essential Packaging Innovations of 2025. My name is Paul Jenkins, Managing Director of the ThePackHub, and I'm delighted to take you through a selection of standout packaging innovations from the last 12 months. The ThePackHub has posted 1,624 packaging innovations on our Innovation Zone platform. Which is 12% up on last year. And it was very difficult to select just a top 30. So what I've done a top 40 because it was slightly easier to do. But I've missed out loads of really good innovations because, even 40 is a small, less than 2% of all the innovations that we post on the platform. So what hopefully this will do is give you an indication of the type of innovations that are coming to our attention and are sort of shaping the future of packaging and packaging innovation. As a reminder, the innovations are all sort of clustered around the following 7 areas. 5 are around sustainability, so recycling and recycled content, bio-based materials, paperisation, refill and reuse systems, and reduction strategies. And also a couple of very important areas around innovations that enhance user experience and initiatives that add functionality to packaging. As a reminder, the Innovation Zone is a platform with nearly 11,000 packaging innovations on the platform. We upload 33 new initiatives every week. And it's a great place to keep up to speed with what's going on in the market. We have a sister platform called the Pattern Zone, which was launched last year, and I think we've posted over 1,200 initiatives in 2025 for that platform. So without further ado, because you're here to hear about packaging innovations. So 40 packaging innovations you need to know about. So these, as I say, are a reflection of the type of activities that are going on in the market. I'm not claiming these to be the best 40 examples, although they're really good, but they should hopefully give you a reflection of the variation and breadth of the high activity in the packaging innovation industry, the packaging industry. So the first up is from P&G, and they've implemented a laser marking solution developed in collaboration with LaserX Industries to indicate detergent dosage directly on the bottle caps of its Tide Ultra OXI Boost product. The new approach eliminates the need for traditional injection molded dosing bars and instead applies high-resolution laser markings onto mono PP caps using LaserX laser sharp marking technology. Now, I've seen this technology 2 or 3 times this year, and it's very, very good. The technology operates by synchronizing laser motion and pulses at rates of several million times per second, enabling precision marking at high production speeds. It is capable of reaching challenging areas on the cap and allows for flexibility in custom text and graphic changes through digital configuration. The system supports permanent legible surface markings without the need for pressure-sensitive labels, shrink films, or additional adhesives. So with businesses under pressure with EPR and PPWR, there is a potential solution here that reduces the amount of packaging physically in the supply chain. This helps maintain the monomaterial composition of the caps as well, so it's good for recycling. And reduces packaging waste, as I've just said. So the laser marking solution is now deployed at scale on P&G's fully automated 24/7 production line. So it's really exciting to see a solution that's not just being trialed, but is actually being fully utilized. Lots of opportunities for LaserX in the market, in my opinion. Next up, we've got make no excuse for having lots of refill and reuse examples in the 40 that we have today. So this is effectively from DHL, and they've launched a reusable pallet wrap as an alternative to traditional single-use plastic stretch film used in the transport of palletized goods. The solution, currently implemented within DHL's logistics operations, and with selected customers at the moment is designed to reduce packaging waste and improve handling efficiency. Each wrap is reported to eliminate approximately 300 grams of single-use plastic per pallet, contributing to a significant reduction in transport-related plastic waste when applied at scale. The design includes Velcro fastenings, and enhanced durability, allowing the wraps to be used across different pallet sizes and reintroduced into the logistics cycle multiple times. Unlike conventional plastic wraps, they are typically discarded after a single use. The DHL's system is based on a returnable and reusable model. This requires the development of internal workflows and criteria to ensure a controlled return process. So this is all about the reusable pallet wraps getting returned. Without that and high return rates, this falls down as a sustainable offering. So it's all about education and process to ensure that these are reused multiple times. Next up is a startup from Scotland called Hued, and they've developed a process that utilizes onion waste to create pulp for use in fiber-based packaging, such as molded fiber and board applications. The innovation is centered on a proprietary pulping method that is both rapid and gentle, enabling the conversion of a widely available agricultural byproduct into reusable fiber. Now, over the years, we've tracked many bio-based initiatives that use agricultural or other types of byproduct, and it just makes a lot of sense because if you're using something that would otherwise be thrown away or discarded, then it's a good use of that material. This method is designed to be more energy efficient than conventional wood pulping processes and produces less effluent, potentially lowering both environmental impact and operational requirements. The resulting pulp is not positioned as a full substitute for wood pulp, but can be incorporated at about 20 to 33% in blends to enhance specific performance characteristics such as strength and weight. A key feature of the approach is its suitability for decentralized production, leveraging the global abundance of onion waste to enable localized processing hubs. Now, it's still going to be a real challenge to cost effectively collect said onion waste into the supply chain. The model may help reduce carbon in packaging supply chains whilst providing income opportunities for onion growers and packers. And I guess there's also a secondary sort of marketing message here about using onion waste as a sort of a clever sustainable initiative that brands may want to seize upon. Next, sort of really varying the types of innovations that we're showing here. This is from the US, and it's a company called Barricade, and they've launched a biometric secured bottle designed to prevent tampering and unauthorized access to beverages in public or shared spaces. Now, this is very much not about single-use packaging and can only work as a reusable model. So the Barricade Easy Grip and Slim models feature a fingerprint locked cap equipped with a precision sensor and food grade compression gasket, offering a tamper-proof and leak-proof seal. The cap is capable of storing up to 10 unique fingerprints, allowing access to trusted users such as parents, caregivers, or colleagues. Setup requires no app, apparently, or internet connection, with users registering a fingerprint by following a touch-based sequence. The bottle opens only when a registered fingerprint is detected, adding a physical layer of security in environments where drink safety is a concern. The cap is powered by a rechargeable battery via magnetic cable, providing several weeks reportedly of use from a 30-minute charge. So a really interesting 21st century smart packaging initiative there from the US. Back to the world, well, but continuing in the world of reusable packaging, we go to Quid, and they've developed a reusable and collapsible box designed to reduce environmental impact and operational costs associated with secondary packaging in parcel logistics. The solution aims to replace single-use packaging in e-commerce, click and collect, and internal logistics with a low-tech box that folds down to the size of a letter for return and reuse. Developed from early prototypes made of scrap cardboard, the final design includes an automated opening and locking system, allowing for fast and intuitive use while maintaining the structural integrity needed to protect goods in transit. The boxes are made from selected materials, prioritizing durability and sustainability, and are now available in various sizes. And I know they've done an initiative with the Decathlon in the Swiss market to great success. MBCO is a new business, and they've joined Multipack and PA Consulting's Bottle Collective, an initiative focused on accelerating and developing the industrialization of fiber-based bottles for the beauty and personal care industries. Now, over the years, we've reported on quite a few paper bottle developments, some in market pilots and trials, and it is certainly a subject that creates a lot of interest. But if you post it on LinkedIn and whatever, you get a lot of comments, positive and not so positive, about the merits and otherwise of a paper bottle. And certainly consumers are very interested in this as an alternative to glass and plastic. MBCO, known for its wet molded fiber alternatives to plastics, is now expanding its focus to include both wet and dry fiber bottle technologies. The partnership aims to deliver scalable packaging solutions that meet the high design and functional requirements of the personal care sector. Polpack, based in Sweden and have done lots of work in this area, contributes to its proprietary dry molded fiber technology, which uses minimal water and energy to produce rigid packaging. PA Consulting, again, lots of work in this area, brings innovation and commercial strategy expertise to the initiative. MBCO adds manufacturing capability and experience in fiber material applications. The Bottle Collective supports industry efforts to shift towards regenerative fiber systems as a replacement for single-use plastic packaging, but could also be just as relevant for glass packaging. Qt Technologies, spelt KIUD, is an Estonian-based business and has introduced a rigid packaging material manufactured from recycled post-industrial and post-consumer textile waste, designed as a sustainable alternative to traditional cardboard. The patented material is formed through a 4-step process that includes fiber shredding, matrix formation with a recycled binder, and thermomechanical finishing. Marketed under the name Qt, the material is used in reusable rigid packaging formats such as e-commerce boxes, mailers, product boxes, and shopping bags. It's certified FSC, and its packaging is customizable via flexo and silk screen printing, laser engraving, hot stamping, and could be sealed using paper or rubber-based tapes. Features include high tear resistance, splash and crush proofing, and suitability for repeated use. Compared to conventional cardboard, the production process reportedly reduces carbon emissions by a whopping 82%, uses no water, and avoids tree-based inputs. At end of life, discarded packaging can either be placed in the mixed waste stream for energy recovery or returned for mechanical recycling in closed loop systems. And what particularly stands out for this is it just looks very sustainable. So from a consumer point of view, they know exactly what they're getting in terms of it looking like a textile waste, which I think is a really important thing. Next up, we have food delivery platform Lieferando, and they've introduced a new takeaway packaging format for the Austrian market. Some of you would have seen there was quite a lot of noise about this in the spring of this year. And they're using folding boxes manufactured by Huhtamaki and coated with Moro, which is a plant protein-based barrier developed by UK material innovations company Zampler. The boxes are made from corrugated cardboard sourced under sustainability criteria and are intended as an alternative to conventional plastic-lined takeaway containers. The barrier coating Moro provides grease and moisture resistance without the use of synthetic polymers or chemical modifications. It is fully biodegradable, suitable for home composting, and does not interfere with standard cardboard recycling process. And the Moro are doing or Zampa rather, are doing a lot of great work with the Moro offering. And this is just one example, 3 or 4 introductions this year. Following pilot programs in the UK and Germany, the solution will now be distributed through Lieferando's Austrian network of approximately 4,800 restaurant partners. So really getting some scale. UK supermarket Waitrose and partners, and I think also Ocado and M&S have joined forces to do this activity, have begun rolling out invisible UV tags on its plastic meal packaging in partnership with technology provider Polytag to enhance traceability through recycling systems. The tags, invisible to consumers, are applied to items such as bottled goods and are detected by material recovery facilities, MRFs, via Polytag's plastic detection units, their PDUs. These devices scan for a UV watermark tag, providing live item-level data on packaging entering the recycling stream, including when and where collection occurs. This approach aims to support better packaging lifecycle visibility, strengthening recycling claims accuracy, and assist compliance with upcoming extended producer responsibility (EPR) requirements. Waitrose joined Polytag's EcoTrace program, which targets widespread installation of PDUs at MRFs across the UK and claims to cover around half of the household recycling stream. The technology enables brands and retailers to understand post-consumption behavior of packaging and take data-led actions to improve circularity. Watch this space on further developments. We now go all the way over to Brazil for the Brazilian margarine brand Quali, and they've launched its Quali Vege line in packaging made from polypropylene derived from post-consumer cooking oil. Developed in collaboration with materials supplier Braskem and packaging converter Bomix, the initiative utilizes discarded cooking oil as a feedstock, which is chemically converted into a renewable grade PP resin. The ISCC Plus certified material replaces virgin fossil-based plastic without requiring changes to existing production lines. The resulting jars reportedly match the performance of conventional petroleum-derived polypropylene in terms of food safety, durability, and product preservation. According to project partners, the switch to the resin in this rollout replaces approximately 3.24 tons of virgin plastic and avoids the emission of around nearly 11 tons of greenhouse gases. The packaging is fully recyclable, contributing to both circularity and carbon footprint reduction. Now, those based in the UK will no doubt have sort of heard about this new initiative from Mondelez, and they've partnered with DS Smith to trial a paper-based alternative to plastic tubs for its Cadbury's Heroes chocolate range. The initiative involves the production and retail of 300,000 paper tubs, one of which it resides in my household, as I decided to buy one and test it out, which are now available in Tesco stores across the United Kingdom as part of a trial scheduled to coincide with this season's Christmas campaign. The trial aims to assess consumer response to the new packaging format and its potential to reduce the use of virgin plastic in these festive product lines. Each pack features OPRL guidance to inform consumers on how to dispose of the packaging appropriately and includes a QR code on the underside of the lid to facilitate direct consumer feedback. Although there was only one question, which was pretty much a binary, do you like this, yes or no? And the other 2 questions were to do with switching a type of chocolate. So I think they could have done more in terms of trying to find out what consumers actually thought about this initiative. Insights from this feedback are expected to inform future packaging decisions, but as I say, only one question, pretty much binary one, yes or no. The trial forms part of Mondelez's broader Pack Light and Right strategy, which focuses on designing packaging for recyclability, incorporating recycling content, and supporting improvements to recycling infrastructure. Now, there's been a lot of activity in the multi-pack beverage space. Lots are moving away from not so many years ago. A few years ago, you had plastic ring pulls. You don't get them anymore, and really moving away from any sort of plastic in this format to lots of iterations, lots of different companies trying different things in both cans and bottle format. So here we have Coca-Cola in collaboration with Coca-Cola Europe Pacific partners. They're piloting a new secondary packaging concept in Germany that removes the need for plastic film wrap on their PET bottle multipacks. So the trial is being conducted in selected penny stores and applies to 6 packs of Coca-Cola Original and Coca-Cola Zero bottles. Instead of shrink film, the bottles are held together using strategically placed adhesive dots. Now, we've seen this in terms of aluminium cans, but this is quite new for PET plastic bottles. And they're paired with a recyclable cardboard handle for carrying. This approach aims to maintain the functionality of conventional multipacks while significantly reducing plastic waste and improving recyclability. The design prioritizes both stability and ease of use, with Coca-Cola reporting that the glue points have passed extensive testing for transport durability and shelf handling. Consumers can separate the bottles by carefully twisting and pulling them apart at the adhesive junctions. The cardboard handle provides structural support during transport and is fully recyclable in standard paper recycling streams. To aid consumer understanding and correct use, the packs include simplified graphics and in-store signage as part of the trial, although it looks pretty straightforward to me in terms of what consumers should do. I guess one of the challenges is if consumers pull the bottles apart and try and buy them as single packs. Obviously, that's not ideal. We go to the Czech Republic now, and an organic ice cream producer, Reusable, has introduced a new recyclable paper-based packaging for its vegan premium ice cream range, developed in collaboration with German packaging manufacturer 15. The solution, branded Hazel Sun, is made from over 90% paper derived from agricultural byproducts and is fully recyclable within standard waste paper collection systems. Designed as an alternative to conventional monoplastic packaging, Hazel Sun provides the necessary product protection and barrier performance while achieving a reported 37% reduction in CO2 emissions compared with plastic equivalents. The transition supports Reusable's sustainability strategy and prepares the company for compliance with the forthcoming PPWR, which will prohibit non-recyclable packaging from 2030. UK-based personal care brand Fussy has expanded from natural deodorants into body care sector with the launch of a plastic-free refillable natural body wash. And what I particularly like about this is just because it's something that's reusable or refillable doesn't mean it can't look really good. I think this is a really nice design here. The system consists of a durable bottle paired with refill units made entirely from aluminium, effectively aluminium cans, eliminating the need for conventional plastic packaging. Each refill is designed to be inserted into the main body, and this is in collaboration with Meadow, offering a simple and reusable solution aimed at reducing single-use plastic waste in personal care routines. The use of aluminium for the refill pack supports material circularity, given the high recycling rates for aluminium in many established collection systems. Now, paperisation has been one of the big trends of 2025, and I see no reason why that will not continue to be the case in 2026. And what we have here is Nestle, who've done quite a few sort of experiments and trials and pilots with paper packaging in 2025, and they've introduced paper-based overwraps for 4 multi-pack formats of its flagship Kit Kat milk chocolate product. And remember, this is just the outer wrap made of paper. The inner product continues to be plastic-based, and all the sort of barrier benefits of that plastic packaging continues. The change is part of the company's wider strategy to transition away from plastic towards more recyclable fiber-based alternatives. According to Nestle, based on 2024 sales volumes, the switch is expected to reduce plastic use by approximately 22 tons annually. The updated packaging still retains the individual product wrappers in their existing material format, as I said, with the change affecting only the Multipack outer layer. The new overwrap is designed to be recyclable in standard paper waste streams, aligning with increasing regulation and consumer demands for recyclable materials. Next, we go over to Turkey, and we're going to look at another biomaterial development. This is from Izmir University of Economics, and they've developed a biodegradable pack material made from orange peel, aimed at reducing the environmental impact of plastic used in food packaging. This is very much in the experimental stage, no commercialization of the said product as of yet. The material is produced by drying orange peel and combining it with other biodegradable components to form a rigid, foam-like structure that is resistant to damage from impact. Inspired by the natural protective function of fruit skins, the packaging is intended for use with fresh produce, meat and fish, offering durability while also being fully compostable. Designed to break down naturally in the environment, similar to how organic matter decomposes, and contains no petroleum-based substances. The material has been shown to extend the shelf life of sensitive foods such as strawberries, increasing storage time from around 4 to 8 days. According to the research team, the process can be applied to other fruit peels such as apples due to the similar presence of cellulose and starch in their structures. The big challenge around there is cost and scale. Very difficult to acquire orange peel or apple skins and produce something that could be comparable to the high volume packaging formats that we currently experience. Scandinavian supplement brand Great Earth has announced a full transition to paper-based caps for all of its supplement bottles, replacing traditional plastic closures. This decision follows a 2024 pilot conducted in partnership with Blue Ocean Closures, which initially introduced fiber-based caps on Great Earth's magnesium supplements. The caps, made primarily from paper, were designed to be more recyclable and reduce the overall carbon footprint of the packaging. After evaluating market feedback, production performance and consumer acceptance, Great Earth concluded that the fiber-based caps meet commercial and sustainability expectations across its product lines. Consumer surveys during the pilot indicated strong approval, with 90% of respondents finding the cap more user-friendly and 100% perceiving it as more environmentally friendly. That's really important. Everyone surveyed, which is almost hard to believe, thought that the pack was more environmentally friendly. So fiber-based and paper-based packaging is seen very favorably by consumers. I mentioned about Multipack collations moving away from plastic. I just thought this is a nice example from Smurfit Kappa. In their Poland business, they've introduced a corrugated fiber-based can holder designed to bundle beverage cans and, obviously, in this case, dog food, without the need for plastic film or adhesive bonding. The solution enables grouping and transporting of multiple cans using a fully recyclable, glue-free paper-based material. The design ensures secure containment during handling and allows individual cans to be removed without tearing or damaging the holder, supporting reuse or simple disposal. It also aims to provide a positive user experience by preventing slippage, maintaining stability during carrying and opening. I guess another factor this has is outstanding shelf impact. This will look very much different to the other packs it's competing with in store. Something else to consider is the footprint of this product. I would suggest that the fewer multi-packs per pallet will be able to be stacked, because obviously you've got a bigger footprint area, which will have a knock-on effect for effectively CO2 emissions, because you'll be having to use more transportation to transport the same amount of packs. Always like to see existing pack formats being used in other categories, and this is another example here, or an example here. So this is DOS, a food and beverage company headquartered in Romania, and they're preparing to introduce what is claimed to be the UK's first range of canned chilled soups. And now we've seen canned sauces in the UK supermarkets, and this product line consists of 10 soup varieties packaged in recyclable aluminium cans. Unlike traditional canned soups, this range is designed to be consumed cold, straight from the can, without the need for heating. The innovation targets consumers seeking convenience and portability, particularly for on-the-go meal occasions. I guess if you're trying to convince consumers that that they don't need to heat this product up, put it in a pack format that replicates a beverage pack. I think that makes it easier for people to make the connection that they can drink this on the go and they don't need to heat it up and stuff. So the canned soups are positioned within the chilled food category rather than ambient. The aluminium packaging is intended to provide a lightweight, fully recycled alternative to plastic or glass formats while maintaining the product's chilled integrity. Personally, I'm not quite sure about drinking cold soup on the go, but I'm probably not the target audience. Lots of refill examples in closed loop environments, so sports stadiums and music venues, etc. And this is an atypical example from the Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Kansas City Chiefs. And they've set up a stadium-wide reusable cup system. The initiative is in collaboration with bold reuse, sorry, Levy and Aramark Sports and Entertainment, and is supported by a grant from the Mid-America Regional Council. The scheme eliminates the use of single-use beverage cups across all fan zones, clubs and suites, replacing them with a closed-loop system involving more than 42,000 reusable cups. These are distributed, collected after use, sanitized, and then reintroduced for future events. Souvenir cups will remain available, but all alcoholic beverages will now be served in the reusable vessels. The move expands Bold Reuse's operations in Kansas City following its launch of a local reuse hub in Independence, Missouri, and a similar scheme at CPKC Stadium, home of Kansas City Current. While reuse trials have taken place at selected areas in other sporting venues, this is the first time the model has been deployed on a full-time scale in the NFL. Now, we haven't done much material reduction so far, but this is a really good example of said trend. Again, Mondelez, they partnered with Tesco to trial a significant reduction in plastic packaging for Cadbury Crunchy multipacks sold in the UK. The initiative focuses on replacing the conventional plastic overwrap of the Cadbury Crunchy 4-bar multipacks with a single sticker, resulting in a 60% reduction in outer plastic material per pack. The trial, running until early 2026, is part of the company's ongoing test and learn approach to assessing packaging alternatives. The sticker serves multiple functions. It secures the multipack, provides a printed QR code that links to an online survey, and contains all relevant nutritional and recycling information currently displayed on the existing multipack design. If that works, why can't it be incorporated into other products of a similar shape and size? Here we have a new packaging innovation called the Nomad Box, incorporating the patented monozip closure, and it's been developed by a design duo based in Germany and the Netherlands, aiming to offer a more sustainable alternative to conventional single-use shipping boxes. Designed for over 100 open-close cycles, the Nomad Box supports circular use, aligning with PPWR, which prioritizes reuse over recycling. The box is constructed from 2 bio-based materials that are easily separable, aiding end-of-life recyclability without the need of adhesive tape. This simplifies the recycling process and avoids material contamination. The monozip system offers a tamper-evident seal and an intuitive opening and closing mechanism that requires no tool or adhesives, reducing user effort and streamlining handling. We've got approximately 18 more to go, so very much more than halfway. Veritiv, a packaging solutions provider headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, has developed a Helicot paper Tube, a paper-based packaging solution made from more than 80% recycled paper and PHA. The Helicot tube is designed to be recyclable, compostable, and biodegradable in a variety of environments, making it a sustainable alternative to conventional plastic tubes, particularly for applications in the health and beauty sector. Veritiv has reported strong interest from brands seeking to improve their sustainability credentials, and as I said before, this kind of initiative will be very favorably seen by consumers, even more so, you could argue, in the health and beauty sector. The company aims to establish the Helicot tube as a standard format in its market segment, addressing demand for circular, non-plastic packaging. Consumers don't want, well, they want less plastic in their products. BevBoost is a beverage technology company based in Boulder, Colorado, and they've developed a patented dual chamber widget that releases fresh flavor compounds and other additives into carbonated beverages precisely at the moment of opening. Inspired by the principle of nitro widgets, which are quite common now certainly in the beer industry, the device was designed to address challenges such as oxidization and flavor degradation of canned drinks, particularly hop forward beers like IPAs. The widget, which is food safe, recyclable, and compatible with existing aluminium canning lines, holds ingredients such as hop extracts, vitamins, and releases them without the need for shaking or refrigeration. Obviously, with a widget inside there are still, although they talk about it being recyclable, I still think there are challenges in certain recycling streams of the can being fully recyclable. BevBoost has since expanded operations to the UK, debuting a hop-boosted IPA, and the widget's customizable design is positioned to benefit craft producers and lager brands alike by offering a plug-and-play solution that enhances product differentiation and extends shelf life. Now, I mentioned paper bottles 15-20 minutes ago, and this is sort of a great example of trials and activity in action. So this is Absolut, a very famous Swedish-based spirits brand, and they're trialing a paper-based bottle and cap combination as part of its broader initiative to transition towards fully bio-based packaging. The development builds on previous efforts, including from 2 years ago, the launch of Absolut Paper Single Molded Bottle, created in partnership with the paper bottle company and piloted in selected UK Tesco stores. The new introduced paper-based cap was developed again with Blue Ocean Closures. We've mentioned them already today, which specializes in fiber-based packaging. The cap comprises more than 95% FSC certified fibers and includes a thin plastic top seal barrier. Long-term plans involve replacing the plastic element with a bio-based alternative to create a fully renewable solution. The cap is recyclable as paper in markets where infrastructure supports a separation of composite materials. Now we go to France, where the refill and reuse market is very active. I think their specific laws on refill and reuse encourage such use. This business was established in 2023, and they've developed a new bulk dry goods dispenser that displays weight and price in real time. Now, what I really like about this is when you're dispensing, you can see exactly how much product is being dispensed and how much it will cost you. There is a theory that for refillable products in store, for those on a budget and who only want a very small amount, they can buy as little as they want, and they can immediately see how much it's going to cost them. The dispenser is designed to allow customers to serve a precise amount of product whilst immediately viewing the corresponding price. A key feature is the integration of branded reusable containers that maintain visibility for food brands, both in retail environments and in consumers' homes. Now, PepsiCo, we're seeing quite a few sort of moving into sort of paper-based crisp packaging. PepsiCo has introduced a new packaging format in the Netherlands. I picked up a pack when I was in Utrecht last month for their Lay's crisp brand called the Snack Box, aimed at offering a paper-based alternative to the traditional flexible plastic crisp bag. The design features a rigid structure with a wide opening and resealable top, apparently enhancing convenience for consumers. I guess it being resealable will improve freshness compared to a plastic crisp bag. According to PepsiCo, the packaging is compatible with paper recycling systems, and it's been tested according to CEPI protocol. This hybrid format is part of PepsiCo's broader strategy to diversify its packaging portfolio and provide more sustainable options. I think there was a lot of talk about the price rise of this product in the market. Certainly, it adds certain premiumization to the format. So you're buying this instead of a, a plain and simple plastic crisp bag. But I believe there was some kickback in the Dutch market because consumers were complaining about the price rise, I believe. But certainly, again, you could argue this has got excellent shelf standout compared to the packs it's competing with. Here we have a soap manufacturer from Brussels called Savonure Brooks Sawaz. I knew I'd mess that up, so I do apologize. I've been practicing all afternoon. And they partnered with local mushroom grower Permafungi to launch a new soap product line packaged in mycelium-based boxes. The packaging, made from a network of mycelium fungal threads, is fully biodegradable and is an alternative to conventional plastic and styrofoam. So we've seen lots of mycelium-based initiatives over the last few years, and this is another good example. Again, very much communicate to consumers that this is trying to be a sustainable packaging solution. The resulting Myco material forms rigid molded packaging that is compostable and suitable for protective applications. The initiative aligns with growing regulatory pressure, and Permafungi has recently secured 1.75 million in funding to expand its production facilities, sees significant potential in the packaging sector, which currently contributes 33%, in their words, of all plastic pollution. UK retailer M&S has initiated a trial of recyclable paper-based tray for its ready meal range, starting with a fiery chicken tikka masala. The packaging, developed in partnership with Two Sisters Food Group and Graphic Packaging International, replaces a standard plastic tray with one made from FSC certified renewable paper fiber. And we've seen a few paper fiber solutions come into market as an alternative to plastic. Again, very pleasing on the consumer eye because that's what they're looking for. Unlike conventional composite packaging, which often combines plastic and fiber layers requiring separation for recycling, the new tray is designed to be recyclable in domestic paper waste streams without dismantling. It contains the convenience features expected of ready meal packaging, being safe for use in both microwave and conventional ovens. Kind Snacks have launched its first curbside recyclable paper wrapper pilot in the country, marking a key step in its goal to make all packaging designed for recyclability by 2030. The new wrapper, developed with PrintPack, uses pulpable paper that is how to recycle pre-qualified for curbside recycling, making it easier for consumers to recycle snack bar packaging at home. The pilot is available exclusively at Whole Food Market stores across several US states. The development builds on Kind's earlier 2023 e-commerce trial, where consumer feedback and technical data such as shelf life, transit, durability, and machinability were gathered to improve the current version. And we've seen quite a few snack bars, chocolate bars, confectionery products that are moving to paper-based packaging. What is also quite common in this sector is brands really wanting to talk about the fact that it's now a recyclable paper pack, as you can see in this example. Cola Paper, German paper manufacturer, they've partnered with Wimby to develop what is claimed to be the world's first aerosol aerosol cap made entirely from cardboard and paper. Created for Heritage, the producer of Cedar furniture care products, the cap is constructed using Kohler's Next Coat Smart, a flexible packaging paper designed for durability, printability, and high fold crack resistance. The new paper-based caps are currently available in a couple of common sizes, diameter sizes, with plans to expand the range to four sizes in total. Now, I've included this because this reuse system is a little bit different. So the city of Lisbon has launched a cup reuse system that is available across the city. Well, I say across the city, it's available in 17 reverse vending machines. So for reuse to work, you need convenience, you need familiarity, and you need apparent ubiquity. So 17 vending machines is a great start, and they will be installed, allowing users to return reusable cups and reclaim their deposit in multiple locations. So really improving convenience. So really, for reuse to work, this is, in my view, the way forward. The return cups will then be sanitized and redistributed to merchants, forming a closed loop system that supports the circular economy. The project is developed in partnership with the Portuguese Hotel, Restaurant and Similar Association and recycling company Tomra, who most of you will be familiar with. By encouraging reuse, the initiative seeks to reduce waste management burdens whilst promoting a cleaner urban environment. If successful, this model could be expanded to other areas, reinforcing Lisbon's commitment to sustainability. Okay, I think we've got about 7 or 8 left. 7 left. Plastipack. They've developed a label-free bottle, a packaging solution made entirely from 100% recycled plastic using rPET material. We've tracked quite a few of these examples. Well, I say a few, 3 or 4 maybe in the last couple of years. Sprite was another good example that was from last year. The label-free bottle aims to reduce waste and promote sustainability. Using advanced laser-based manufacturing technology, the bottle's decoration, communication, and design features are seamlessly integrated into its surface, eliminating the need for traditional labels. Now, in my view, this works best when the bottle is part of a multi-pack and the outer secondary packaging can do the heavy lifting in terms of brand communication, necessary barcodes, product information and things like that. It works less well when it's a primary pack on shelf. You don't get the shelf standout. It looks fantastic. It looks really premium. But I think brand marketers will resist the lack of branding really for these types of packs. For Pack, I've included this because they've been going 3 or 4 years now and doing a really good job rolling out their paper-based wine products, olive oil, and other solutions. Here we have a fiber-based wine bottle hitting 1,200 Target stores across the US. Their paper bottle, known as the Frugal bottle, is composed of 94% recycled paper with internal food-grade PE pouch. Is not bonded to the outer shell, allowing for straightforward separation and recycling. The bottle is notably lightweight at 83 grams, which is around 5 times lighter than a standard glass wine bottle and about the weight of a pack of playing cards. It is reported to have an 84% lower carbon footprint compared to conventional glass alternatives. This represents the first major nationwide retail deployment of fiber bottles for wines in the US. Well, at least it was when announced in May. One slight design flaw, not a big issue, but if you put your wine bottle in a container with ice, then the paper is going to quickly sort of degrade and won't look particularly good. But that's a small point. I've included this because Navilens has done a great job expanding its reach across the world, mainly for big brand initiatives. So Navilens uses smart codes that can be scanned via a mobile app, enabling individuals with blindness or low vision to access auditory product information such as the product name, type, dosing instructions, and in-store location. This innovation aims to enhance the daily lives of over 7 million Americans with low vision, and starting with the all free clear Multipacks original line of pre-measured detergent. Now we've seen this across 15 to 20 big brands in various different markets over the last 3 or 4 years. Here we go to the University of Cadiz, part of the Department of Chemical Engineering and Food Technology, and they've developed a process to impregnate common plastics such as PP with olive leaf extract using supercritical fluid technology. The research, part of the Spanish National R&D plus I plan, aims to enhance food packaging with antioxidant properties derived from olive leaves. By using supercritical CO2, the team successfully transferred the extract into the plastic without leaving toxic residues, a more sustainable method compared to traditional techniques. The process was tested at different scales, revealing that the optimal conditions for impregnation are 250 bar pressure, 55 degrees Celsius, and 6 hours of treatment. Probably a little bit too much technical information for this presentation, but it gives you an indication for the amount of effort they've gone to properly understand the optimal conditions. Okay, on the home straights, 4 to go, I think. Yep, 4 to go. Mondelez have done a remarkable job having sort of 3 or 4 examples out of the 40 today, and they've launched 80% recycled plastic packaging for the Cadbury's large sharing packs in the UK and Ireland. The packaging made from ISCC Plus certified recycled plastic will initially be used for approximately 300 million bars produced annually at Bourneville, England, and in Ireland, equating to 600 tons of post-consumer recycled plastic. The recycled content is derived from advanced recycling technologies that break down plastics into their chemical building blocks, ensuring the material meets food safety standards. So this is chemical recycling as opposed to mechanical recycling. So the packaging uses the mass balance approach, meaning the recycled content cannot be traced to individual wrappers, but is accounted for across production. Asahi, a very famous brand you'll all be familiar with, have brought to market its self-foaming draft beer to the Singapore country. So introducing an innovative feature for aluminium cans. These cans are designed with a tear-off top, enabling consumers to enjoy a draft beer experience similar to that of a pub or bar. The cans include tiny bumps inside, strategically placed to create a foamy head upon opening. The self-foaming cans have since been introduced to South Korea and now Singapore, with plans to expand to other markets such as Hong Kong. This innovation combines functionality and experience, enhancing the way consumers enjoy canned beer. Asahi's efforts highlight how packaging design can still elevate the overall user experience, and it isn't all about sustainability, although this is obviously a sustainable pack. Okay, the penultimate one today. Hexband, which is produced by a carton, a Netherlands-based company, offers a reusable packaging solution designed for logistics and e-commerce sectors. So although this is paper-based, this is very much marketed as being a reusable solution. The collapsible and stackable design enhances storage and transportation efficiency. There's lots of different iterations of this. This is just one example. The modular construction allows businesses to customize size and features to meet specific operational requirements. It's collapsible, natural, reduces storage needs when not in use. Its collapsible nature reduces the storage needs when not in use, improving supply chain efficiency. it contributes to circular economy goals. The focus on durability and reusability supports businesses in optimizing their logistics, and it looks great as well. I think that's a nice unboxing experience for consumers. Now, last but not least, probably the least exciting example we've got of the 40 I'm showing you today. But the reason I'm showing it is just to reiterate that reduction as a strategy is still alive and kicking and very important. And it's often the invisible sustainable packaging initiative. People do not see a 31% reduction in carbon emissions or a 70% reduction in bottle weight as we have here. So this is Ardagh Glass, and they've launched a lightweight 500ml glass bottles for Hernö Gin in Sweden, achieving a reported 31% reduction in carbon emissions. This innovation incorporates a bespoke design featuring embossed branding and copper steel motifs, so it really looks really premium and exciting. The bottle weighs 480 grams, a reduction of 17% and 100 grams from the earlier version, and uses a significantly higher proportion of recycled glass. This increased content not only contributes to the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions, but also supports the circular use of materials in terms of recycling. The decision to source the bottles locally in Sweden also helps minimize transport distances, further lowering the overall carbon footprint. In addition to its gin bottles, HEP Europe has also, that's Ardagh Glass Packaging, has also introduced lightweight wine bottles in the European market, which incorporate up to 80% recycled content and weigh 360 grams, offering a 12% carbon reduction. Now, I guess the biggest challenge here for brand owners is often packaging weight is a proxy for quality. So the lighter a product gets, it's just edging towards being perceived potentially as less premium. Okay, an hour of me talking is more than most people can bear, but hopefully you really enjoyed that whistle-stop tour of 40 sort of standout essential packaging innovations from the ThePackHub's innovation platform. As I said, we got 1,624 initiatives on the platform. This will be sent out. The recording will be available tomorrow and online on our website. And you'll also, as a registration, you will also get a recording in your inbox tomorrow. So our next webinar will be in January. More information on that. I think it's Thursday, the 22nd of January. More information on that in the send out tomorrow. And last of all, I'd like to wish you all a very comfortable, safe and happy festive period, and look forward to more webinars and more collaboration and more work with you all in 2026. Thank you.